welcome to the Will I Vike It podcast. I'm your host, Craig Brooks. And today, my guest is Anatoly from NYTT LAND. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank
Hopefully
you.
I said your name correctly. It's the first time I've said it out loud.
Anatoly, yes.
Anatoly. Perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
So I thought maybe initially we could talk a little bit about NYTT LAND in itself and its origins. But one question that I have is, what does NYTT LAND mean?
For us, the NYTT LAND, it's very, I don't know. NYTT LAND for us, it's a newfounded land, because it's translated from Swedish, from Norway languages. It's translate just new land, but for us it's Newfoundland, not land, but Newfoundland shores. Because in our music, in this our band, I don't know, is travel, everyday travel. Every day we working on something new we open for us, something new we found for us, something new finding, searching, discovering, and then we moving this to our music.
Yeah.
So NYTT LAND, it's newfounded shores. Every day we just we're traveling and found the new lands. So NYTT LAND, it's new land.
Okay. Yeah. So what was the initial idea behind NYTT LAND? Like, what made you start the band in the first place?
The NYTT LAND, it was in 2025, it will be 10 years for NYTT LAND as a band. Last year, it was in 2023, it was 10 years for NYTT LAND as a project, because 2 years we made only music in studio, not playing concert. In 2015, we played first concert. And for us, the 2015, it's most important, I don't know, the date when the NYTT LAND was finally formed. Because before this, I played the music. I'm start playing music in the maybe 22 years ago. I played all music I play in. It was something near the folk music, near the Nordic music, because it was a lot of different Viking stuff. Yes, the most Viking and Nordic stuff. And NYTT LAND, it was started like the evolution of all our musical projects before. Because together with Natasha, we started playing 15 years ago. We started playing with Natasha together, with my wife, with vocalist of NYTT LAND.
Yeah.
We start play together. We played a different sort of acoustic folk music, some kind of Irish folk. It's guitars, flutes, it's violins, bagpipes. But it was not, it was not typical song list as a lot of medieval bands. It's Hermanalik, Van der Frender, and every medieval band playing songs. But we from the first we start to make our own songs, but arrangement in something like the folk rock music. Inspiration from the my memory idea. Inspiration with the guy, I forgot it just right now. I forgot the guy with flute, the greatest band, the rock band, the guy with flute playing and dancing.
I don't know.
You know,
I can't help.
Yes, yes, you know that. It the same time, just Uriah Heep, just like the Deep Purple, like the Rainbow, like the. Okay. I forgot. I forgot the name of the band. So it was the it was the inspiration from the old English rock music with the folk moments, like the Pink Floyd, you know, like something like this.
Yeah.
But then we heard some of Scandinavian bands. It was Garmarna, Hendi Garna, and we opened for us there's something new. It's not so happy maybe music, but most tragedy music, most deep Scandinavian, most atmospheric Scandinavian music.
Yeah.
And we start to move in on the inspiration by these bands, Garmarna, first albums of Garmarna, Hendi Garna. We start moving, we make the little turn to music what we played right now. what we're playing right now, yes. Later, because yes, we have the lot of me and Natasha were also not only musicians. In the first way historians. We're historians. We studied in the State University. We studied history. Natasha discovered the Scandinavian cultures.
Yeah.
I worked with religions, with ancient religions, old religions, and history and music combined to NYTT LAND.
So is that where you first met? Through university?
What? Can you repeat?
So you and Natalia, did you
No.
first meet through?
No. We met before. We met in Kalachinsk. We live in very small, very small town in Siberian province, very far from the big cities. Not so many people living here, and everybody know the another. So
Yeah, sure.
you go to outside and hello. Hi Barbie.
That sounds good.
Yes.
Small community. So you've always lived there?
Yes, we live in here,
Yeah.
and we still live in here. It's our homeland. It's most beautiful for us. It's most beautiful place in the world, because we visit a lot of places, different continents. But for us, the Kalachinsk, our hometown, it's most beautiful, most I don't know, best place in the world.
Yeah. So where does your inspiration come from when you're making an album?
About last album, part of inspiration, of course, from the Eddic songs, Edda songs, because we work in any case, we in NYTT LAND, the first, especially if you will take the first albums, you will find it's Scandinavian, it's epic Scandinavian songs from the Elder Edda, Völuspá, Havamal, the different songs of Elder Edda and other songs. So and yes, we are working with these songs, and it's, I don't know, it's never endless inspiration from the Scandinavian mythology, but also it's cultures, traditional cultures of the native tribes of our land, of Siberia. Because Siberia, it's something like it's similar like in Northern America, we have a lot of native tribes living here.
Yeah.
They live, yes, they live in their culture, they keep their tradition, their shamanism, the same shamanism. Because shamanism right now is very popular in the world, very popular in Europe, a lot of shamans in Europe.
Yeah.
But shamanism, it's traditional beliefs, it's traditional culture of our native tribes. They live in right now. They live in shamanic traditions. So, and this is very important inspiration for this album, for the last album, especially in music. The last album, it's most Siberian than albums before.
Yeah.
Because we worked with the legends, we worked with the ritual songs of these tribes, because they keep the rituals for these days, the holidays. It's not paganism, it's not heathenry, it's shamanism, it's something like nature beliefs. The people believe in nature power,
Yeah.
in spirits of nature, not to gods, not to the different, but they have the sacrifices. Of course, not people sacrifice, but they keep the animal sacrifices. But this sacrifice is not for blood, not for I took this blood to the gods. No, it's more deeper. It's more. It's not so simple for how we can image it. It's a lot of levels in this tradition, in these beliefs, and it's very, very interesting to dig through these levels, through these layers.
Yeah.
You dig deeper, deeper, and deeper, and you open every day you can open something new, something very interesting. Especially for me, as like the historian of religions, I found a lot of fantastic stuff, a lot of the similar stuff with the another religions and cultures, from another part of our world. It's very interesting. And yes, this album, the Torem mean the Torem. It's a great sky of on the language of Khanty tribe. We have the biggest tribe in our part of Siberia. It's two tribes, it's Khanty and Mansi. And Torem, it's a great sky where the great spirit live in. So Torem, the album named the Great Sky.
Yeah. So what made you, because you said that those cultures have influenced the recent album more than previously. So was there a particular reason you changed direction?
No, it's not changing direction. You can hear the music not changing. The music, they keep the same, but for us, of course, it's our land. It's our homeland. Of course, for us, it's more closer, because it's part of us. My family, it's Siberians. My family living here on this land, I don't know, long years, and the same for Natasha. And this is part of our life, the part of our culture, the part of our land. And of course, but in Soviet Union, it was closed, it was cancelled. The people, the tribes can't make these rituals, rites, the holidays. All was the communists, and communists was the enemies of anything connecting with religions or beliefs. But right now, the people keep it, because these tribes living not only in towns or cities. Most of these people living in very far in forests, in taiga, to the north, in tundra. It's a great snow plains on the north, and people living there like the nomads. And people keep these people keep their beliefs. And right now, they can make their holidays, rituals, do working in their tradition, living in their tradition. And it's very cool, because you can You can speak with with them. You can teach from them. You can be a guest in their holidays. You can be a guest on the rituals. Not it's not neo paganism, neo heathenry. It's traditional beliefs. It's
Yeah.
you can feel the great, very great, very strong power when you part of this, because it's very very deep roots, very ancient. Something inside you start moving stuff. It's I can't explain by my words. I don't have so my English not so good, but I think you can feel the same if you will visit the holidays of American Indians. It's the
Yeah.
same. I think the same.
So does your personal interest as a historian, are you looking at it from a historical perspective, or are you a believer in the rituals and the shamanism yourself?
Of course, I believe, because
Yeah.
I can see it by my eyes. For
Yeah.
historian, of course, when you study in university, your professors they teach you don't believe anything.
Mm.
Only you can believe only if you can see it, you can touch it.
Yeah.
Only after
Yeah.
this, and but I saw it, I touched it, I can be the part of this. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm historian. Yes, for me, I'm very. I don't believe too many things, too many moments. Uh, I can say I'm not sure. Maybe it's not true. Maybe it just because right now, right now it's very more speculation about the same the shamanism, Viking shamans,
Yeah.
Vikings. It's
Yeah.
something new because the Vikings and shamans, they was the enemies because the same Sami. If you know the history good, uh, the Vikings and Sami people who had the shamans. It was the big enemies and
Yeah.
struggles between them. So, but here for me, it's very interesting. Like I don't know. I feel the something. I feel the something there. I feel
Mm.
the something very special. This year, when we visited Latin America, we visited the sacred places of Mexican people. The Teotihuacan, it's the great ancient city with the pyramids of Aztecs. It's
Yeah.
not Aztecs, it's another cultures before Aztecs was, but most of people think it's Aztecs culture, but it's not matter. But you can feel the Mexican. I love the Mexican people. They're very proud their roots. They're very very proud they pre-Hispanic roots, and it's very interesting. The people
Yeah.
you can meet on the street. You can meet the Indians with the stripes. It's not neo. It's not something modern or fashion. No, it's people from tradition. It's fantastic. Yes, and I think we need this turn to our root in
Yeah.
these crazy years from the pandemic. And right now, this turning to the roots, to something deep inside us, it help to stay normal people, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you go from linking your traditional roots in Siberia to the Vikings? You obviously got an interest in the history and the
Yes.
culture, and we obviously mentioned a bit of shamanism and things there. Um,
Uh, right now, it's in our concerts. We have the something. No, it's okay. We sing in the Vikings songs in
yeah,
tradition in shamanic traditions. Okay.
you combine the two different things.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think most of your lyrics in Old Norse. I think.
No, half. 50-50.
Okay.
50 it's Old Norse, 50 it's native languages of Siberia.
Yeah. That's it. I just love that combination that you've managed to merge sort of two different cultures
Yeah.
into one thing.
Yes,
It's really cool.
we like it too. It's very interesting for us. Yes, you can. It's because for us interesting Nordic and Siberian traditions, and we cannot do anything against it.
Because you're the historian here, so I guess you might know better than me, but I don't think the Vikings got as far as where you are.
Yes, very far from us.
Yeah. I'm not sure
Well,
where the furthest they came was.
we live in not far from China, from Mongolia.
Okay.
Yes, we live
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
100 kilometers to Kazakhstan. From our home, just 100 kilometers to Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
We live in right now here. It's a Great Plains. We live in Great Plains, the nomadic land, the Mongolians, Guns, Attila, they moving from our territory. The Hungarians, Hungary, you know the Hungary, the Hungarians, they are, it's a people from our land. They are moving with Attila in the 5th century. They moving with Attila to Europe,
Okay.
but they living in our region. In Omsk region,
Yeah.
we live in this. Yes, the Hungarians, they for these days they keep their beliefs. The Western Siberia, it's their homeland.
So do they still have the same kind of belief system there then?
They keep the same kind of languages, the same kind of folklore, and the same kind of ornaments in clothes.
Yeah.
Yes, because maybe 2 months ago I speak to the guys speak with me, and they sent to me they traditional they play traditional Hungarian music. It's this very similar, very similar to music of our native tribes. Very similar, the same musical instruments, the very similar language. Because our tribes, the Western Siberian tribes, language is Finno-Ugric language. It's the similar like Hungarian, the similar like the Finnish, Finland, the similar like Sami people, and the similar like the Northern American tribes. Some tribes they have the connection with, because maybe if you know the history good. The American Indians, it's Asian, it's Siberian tribes who move into the America land in the Ice Age for hunting, for find the good place for living just. And the American Indians is just descendants of Siberians.
Okay. No, I didn't know that.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
So, right now I read another one book of about the American Indians, and yes, it's again I read the same. Because yes, it's very interesting. Because sometimes they invite the chiefs of our tribes of Hanti Mansi, the chiefs, traveling to America to take a part in the holidays of tribes, of American tribes. Yes.
That sounds fun. Like mixing the two,
Yes, it's so yes.
Yeah, so you use a lot of traditional instruments in your music.
Yes.
We kind of covered this already, I guess, but I was going to say, are there any ways you try to keep the sound of NYTT LAND authentic? Because obviously we don't have any music, historically speaking, from the period.
Mm-hmm. The main instrument, something like this instrument, Tagil harpa.
Yeah.
By the way, this Tagelharpa, it's from United Kingdom. It was presented to me on Jorvik Viking Festival. The
Oh
one
wow.
guy, yes, they made and presented to me. It's my studio instrument.
Yeah.
It's not Siberian shamanic instrument, you know. But the Siberians, the Jew harps, the mouse harps, something like.
Can't hear that on here, unfortunately. Got nothing at all coming up.
It's a very low sound. No, don't
Yeah.
worry.
I had the same problem. I had Shul Bratton on last year,
Ah,
and he
okay.
got lots of instruments, and he was shaking things, and
Yeah,
nothing would
yes.
come up.
Yes,
Yeah.
the same. Lot of instruments like this, something. It's Mexican, you know,
Oh, that's the like this. Is that the screaming skull
no,
thing? That
yes,
no.
this is
Oh, that's that one.
screaming. Yes, this
Yeah.
screaming, but this is the previous one. It's a flute of sound of wolf. It's so a lot of instruments here. We use not only Scandinavian, because it's different flutes, different Jew harps, drums. Most of them we prefer the work with to play and work with traditional instruments. Our drums with the leathers, with the skin, with
Yeah.
natural leather. The same the tagil harpa, yeah. You can,
Yeah.
I don't know, you can see its strings from from the animal. It's animal strings. It's not steel, not
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
hair strings, but it's from animals. It's very good sound. Of course, I don't have anything against the animals. We are very love animals. We very love the
Yeah.
dogs,
Sure.
cats, and other things. But uh, and I don't kill the animals, because for me it's nature, and especially
Yeah.
the life of any small bug. It's important because it's part of something great, something big of our life. But
Yeah.
yes, we use the instruments with the same, because the leather drum, it's have the very special sound, the very unique sound, the same strings. It's very, I like the sound of the strings. These flutes from Mexico, it's a clay flute, very special. It's not melodic flutes. It's most something like the sound of different animals, different sound of nature.
Yeah.
Because the ancient people, they did not play the melodies. They used the instruments and their rituals just like for making atmosphere, for connecting with the sky, with the underground world, for connecting with the spirits, not for playing music for spirits. Spirits, I'm not sure the spirits dancing on the melodies. Yes, but for calling spirits, they use the drums, the different instruments to make the atmosphere, to make the ritual more powerful. So, and we have tried to make this too. For us,
Yeah.
it's interesting, very interesting.
So on your historical research side of things, do you find that the historical research influences your music, or is it a case that often when you're making music that influences you to look into certain areas of history?
It's 50-50. Most influences coming to us during the traveling. When we traveling, when we touring, when we travel with family, we meet the most influences from the travel. And when we are back from the travel, we start to the music start to born with the instruments help us. We're back from the, I don't know, from the north. We're back home from the north. We took the inspiration from the mountains, from the oceans, from the a lot of snow. You feel this energy of this land, and you coming home, and you start to dig you feel this music because every place have the different music. And every place sound differently, because when we was in Scotland 5 years ago, we played in Scotland 2 concerts, and the guys who promote this concert, they traveled us to the lakes, to the Scotland lakes, to Loch Lomond. And when we traveled by on Loch Lomond by the small boat, I feel the sound of Scottish bagpipe. I did not hear it, but I feel it. When on this great lake with the low and the hills, these hills and mountains, I feel this music. I don't know how, I don't know, but yes, I hear inside my head the bagpipes, Highland pipe start playing. It's fantastic. The same in Norway. When you wake up early morning in Norway, you go outside the home, especially if you not in the town or city, or if you on the something like the farm, or on small house in mountains. You go outside the door early morning, you can feel the music of this place. And books, yes, of course, books. Yes, I'm when we back home. For me, I found a book about the history of this place, because for me it's already most interesting. Then I read about this, not visiting this place, but after I visited this place, for me it's most interesting because I touched this energy. I touched these cultures by my heads, by my eyes, by my ears. I heard it. And of course, for me, after travel in Scotland, for me it's most interesting to read about the William Wallace. After we played in Jorvik, for me it's very interesting to read about the Vikings settlements, first Viking settlements in Great Britain. After we played in Ireland, I read about the Irish tribes living there, because it's very especially place, atmospheric. The Mexican, France, Germany, not matter, the Poland, Hungary, Romania, they have, every place have their own energy and their own music and their own great history. The Siberia, the same. Siberian history, it's very ancient, and it's very interesting.
So you've already mentioned the UK a couple of times, so that's probably a good segue for us here. So in June this year, you're coming to the UK to play at the Solskin Festival.
Yes.
So shall we talk a little bit about what you'll be doing there? Do you know?
We will. Yes.
You look surprised, like, oh.
No. We are looking forward for this, because we are very love to travel to United Kingdom, especially the central part when the Solskin. It's not far from Manchester, I saw. It's very, yes, it's very United Kingdom. It's very beautiful from the south to the north. Very beautiful land, because you keep a lot of open nature. I love to travel through United Kingdom by the train. when you travel by the train, you can see a lot of beautiful nature, the castles, the ancient places. It's fantastic. And
There's a lot of history. Yeah.
yes, a lot of history.
Mm.
It's very interesting. And we bring part of our history to United Kingdom on Solskin Festival. We will bring our new album, of course. There's some songs from the new album. There's some songs from the last albums, because I understand it's not it's most Vikings oriented festival, and I think it will be more. Our songs will be most oriented to the Vikings history.
Yeah, they're
But
going to have a Viking camp there. But I think generally they're aiming for more of a pagan, heathen, general sort of vibe to the
yeah,
whole event.
so
Yeah.
we will bring, of course, our Siberian, some shamanic stuff. We everywhere we took it with us everywhere right now. So, and maybe we will make not because guys asked us not only play the concert to be a part of the ritual.
Yes,
And
that was going to be my next question. Was as far as
yes,
I knew, you were going to be involved.
yes, we will be, because for us it's most interesting than to play the concert. The concert, of course, it's for us it's ritual too, but something close to the people, not without the microphones or amplifiers.
Yeah.
It's
I guess it's more connected with the
yes,
people. Yeah.
yes. Not only with the people, it's most connected with place
Yeah.
and the
Sure.
people, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
yes. For us, it's very interesting, because the guys, when the guys from the Solskin Festival asked us about to be the part of ritual, to help to make the ritual. Yes, of course. Yes. It's very interesting for us. Yes.
Have you done anything like that before? So have you sort of helped to lead a ritual as part of
No,
a festival
no.
environment? No.
No. It's not first time we made this 2 times this year. We sometimes we make the rituals, not concert, but rituals in our place, not far
Sure.
from. So
Yeah. So I think, did you say just now, I think you mentioned that you see your stage performance as a ritual in itself?
yes, of course.
Yeah.
For us, any stage performance, it's not the show. It's not concert, because yes, we call it this concert because for
Yeah.
people to understand. But of course, it's ritual. It's built like ritual, from the first to the last beat of drum, from the first to the last sound of voices. It's a building. It's not random. It's not random. Oh, this song, this song. No, it's we building the. We know we travel for this place. We travel for these festivals. We know how much time we have for playing, and we are making to. We build the music, the songs, some moments between songs, to yes, of course, to make a ritual. Because for us, it's important. It's important for us in the first.
I had another question, but I think we've probably covered it already, really, with the general chat. I was going to say, because you're about to head on tour, aren't you, in Europe?
Next week, yes, next week we are
Yeah.
going to tour. No, we're not headliner tour. We will play the tour together with the Heidevolk and the Yone. It's just going to Europe, because we did not play it in Europe 1 year. And we don't play in the tours. Usually we played only on festivals, but the guys called us to support them on this tour. Yes, for us it's interesting.
Yeah, because
Because
that was going to
especially in Siberia right now, it's very cold. We go into most warm place.
come somewhere warmer.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was going to ask whether you prefer the stage performance over being in the studio, but I think from what you've said today, I'm sure it's the live thing that gets you the most.
In studio, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
Uh, with it's not most preferred. Not for us, we don't have the most preferred live performance or studio work. Because in
Yeah.
studio, right now we're in our studio. I'm sitting in our home. We're working in home studio,
Yeah.
and it's very important, very important experience when you singing or you drop. It's the same rituals, but without the people. We don't need people for rituals in our studios.
Hmm.
We just sitting, took the shaman drum, start beating and start singing, recording this. You can sing it another and another and another,
Yeah.
and you feel this energy, feel this power. It's little different, but it's not. I don't know. It's important too. Yes, for
Hmm.
us, it's important too.
So I mentioned to you before over Messenger that there are some questions that I ask every
Uh-huh.
guest.
Yes,
But before
yes.
we get into those, I mentioned on my page I was going to be talking to you. And I said, if anyone has a question, they could let me know. And I did have one.
Uh-huh.
So the question came in was, if your band could time travel,
Uh-huh.
what point in time would you travel back to and play?
Uh, we love the time, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, not too ancient time. Because
No.
yes, I understand we did not live long in ancient time. It's very hard to live in here, especially here in Siberia. It's a lot of swamps, deep forests, and wild animals. I think the animals not best audience for our rituals, our music. So
Yeah.
yes, it's true. Maybe 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, but not because 30 years ago it was the very special time here, and 20 years ago it was the very 20 years ago I think it was the most funny time here. A lot of freedom, not so many angry people, and this music. I don't know. Maybe this.
Yeah. Excellent. It's a good answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get into the questions that I ask everybody, and then I'll let you get on with your evening in peace.
Uh-huh.
So the first question is, if you had an unlimited budget, what would be your dream project?
The great park for the animals. Not like the closed territory without hunters.
Yeah.
Yes, to cancel the hunting to the hunting like the sport. Not
Yeah.
hunting for the food, not hunting for the traditional life of the tribes, of the native people, but hunting
Yeah.
like for the sport, for entertainment. Yes, the special place, the special land,
Hmm.
for secure the animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this. And some money to the cats and dogs who live on the streets, because it's they can't be safe because they don't have the hand, they don't have possibilities to take the food especially the animals living in the cities. And I think we need to help them. Yes.
That's a great answer. Very
It's
selfless too.
it's for us, for our family, it's very important because
Yeah.
we support the animals living on the streets. Yes.
Okay, so the next question is, could you survive on a Viking Age diet?
I'm not sure, but I think yes, because I know there's something interesting things. And next, I can play on the musical instruments. I can shoot from the bow. I can travel in. So maybe yes, maybe I can survive. Yes.
So would there be any foods that you would miss if you were eating a Viking diet?
Uh, Meat with salt, because Vikings, as I remember, did not have the salt, but I loved the meat with salt.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of the meat they had would have been salty because it would have been preserved in some way.
Ah, yes,
So I
yes,
think
yes,
you'd be used to having salted meat. I just don't
yes,
think
yes,
they weren't putting it on their chips, but they were using it to store their food.
yeah.
So the food you eat would be salty.
I read
Yeah.
when the Vikings first tried salt for day, it was something like this, especially it's treasure, because the salted meat, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, for me, the meat with salt. Fish and chips. We love the fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a good choice.
Yeah, well, when we
Yeah.
travel to, because you can't find the fish and chips in Europe, normal fish and chips. You can't find, I mean, the continental Europe, not United Kingdom. You can't
Sure.
find normal fish and chips here in Siberia or in Russia. But when we are traveling to United Kingdom, we came, the first we asked, give us fish and chips.
Because fish and chips is originally it was created by a Jewish gentleman, I
Oh,
think in
really?
London.
Ah,
Yeah. So actually, it's although it's thought of as being kind of British or English dish,
mm-hmm.
it's kind of influenced by another culture, which
Ah,
a lot of our food is, though, isn't it? Like we eat lots of Chinese takeaways,
ah.
Indian food. Yeah.
So it's a good food.
Yeah. Right. The next question's a slightly strange one, and it's a
Uh-huh.
fairly recent addition to the list. Is what's the weirdest thing in your kitchen?
Ah. Mm. Mm-hmm. The very special meat in Mexico. They very it's not fresh meat. You know how it's, I don't know how it's named. It's meat with the smell. With this, it's not fresh. It's very smell meat. It's, and my stomach was the what had the problem with this.
So is it fermented, maybe?
Yes, something like that. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's with very strong smell, like the French cheese. They have very strong smells.
Yeah.
It's but the Mexican meat have the very strong smells sometimes.
Yeah.
Not every time. No, no. It's but they have the some kind of food with very strong smell meat. It's not. It's tasty. It's special, but for me, it was too much. Too much special.
That could also be your answer for the next question, I would assume, which is what's the worst food or drink you've ever had?
Uh, it was the vegetarian's chili con carne.
Yeah.
Yes, vegetarian's chili con carne. It's very. It was the very special experience. I think. I think can make in the good and tasty vegetarians food, but those time it was not good. chili con carne. It was just a lot of tomatoes and lime, and no beans, no nothing, just tomatoes and lime. And they call this chili con carne. It was in Europe, I don't remember where, but it was not chili con carne.
No, it doesn't sound like it. We make one with beans and things quite a lot that's vegetarian, and it's good. So
yes, because we have the friends in Lyon in France.
Yeah,
they cooked the amazing vegetarian chili con carne with the different spices and beans. It's fantastic. It's very tasty. But those time it was not best experience.
Okay, next question is, what's the most memorable meal you've ever had?
Most memorable. Shashlik in Armenia. Shashlik, it's meat, something like on barbecue. And 3 years ago, we spent my birthday with our friends in Armenia, capital in Yerevan. And it was the fantastic shashlik. They cooked the fantastic shashlik. Yes.
Okay, and the final question is, when you die, your relatives are preparing your grave goods. What food and drink do you get to take to the feast in Valhalla?
Chili con carne and Jim Beam.
That was a very quick answer.
Yes, it's my favorite food. The chili, because Natasha, my wife, they very professional cooking, and a lot of food from the different parts of the world. When we're traveling, Natasha tastes the foods in different parts of the world. And when we are back home, Natasha tried to find how it's cooking and start to experiment and make this. And Natasha made the fantastic chili con carne. It's best chili con carne, because I eat the chili con carne in different countries. And Natasha's chili con carne, it's fantastic. And Jim Beam, it's my favorite drink. Yes.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your time today. I will see you at Solskin Festival, so we can actually meet in person.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to plug? Social media, your tour dates, anything like that?
I don't know.
I'll put some links under the video for your Instagrams, Facebooks, that kind of.
Yes. Because in tour we will make a lot of posts about our touring, our traveling.
And where's the best place for people to get your music? For you, financially, where's the best place people should find you? Because I'm sure you're on Spotify, but is there a better option for people?
Yes, the Spotify, the YouTube. Yes, the Spotify the best, I think, because on Spotify all our songs in Spotify.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
Right. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And thank you everybody for listening. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed the show and want to hear more, remember to like and subscribe and give the show a rating. You can also help keep the show going by becoming a Patreon, where you'll get early access to all episodes. Or check out my range of merch on my store. Links are in the episode description. Thanks for watching.